The Edison Kinetoscope was a film viewing machine made in 1893, as, at that time, it was impossible to project motion pictures onto a screen, so it's an individual peep show viewer that was used in kinetoscope parlors around the world. Although we call it the Edison Kinetoscope, the original development of the invention was largely the work of William Kennedy Laurie Dixon, who worked for Edison at that time and was given the job of actually producing the first motion picture machine. There was a large, custom-made shack built to produce the motion pictures. It was known as the Black Maria, and it was the world's first film studio. It was able to move enough to follow sunlight, and the roof could be raised, but it was very limited as the camera was too heavy to be moved. As a result, the films all tend to be plain background, small, short peep show scenes of dancers, strongmen, circus performers, as well as very small comedy skits with perhaps 3 or 4 players at most. These were the kind of subjects people were entranced to see in the first commercial motion picture film machine. A kinetoscope takes 35mm film, which is still the format we use in motion picture cinemas today. The kinetoscope mechanism was driven by an electric motor powered by an accumulator. The looped film moves continuously with each image being viewed momentarily, as a slot in the revolving shutter came into line with the viewing lens. To avoid apparent blurring of the moving film, the slot was very narrow, giving just a brief glimpse of each image. This simple mechanism, whilst adequate for direct viewing, was unsuitable for projection onto a large screen, as the thin slot would not allow enough light through. By late 1895, the novelty of the peep show kinetoscope was failing, and other inventors around the world were projecting images onto large screens using projectors with intermittent mechanisms. Edison failed to make the jump to screen projection until he bought the rights to a projector designed by inventor Thomas Armat. He was then able to commence screen projection in April 1896. By that time, the kinetoscope was already a historical curiosity.